All right, hello everyone. My name's FMOptimist. I'm a speedrunner for A Hat in Time, and here with me I have two commentators, epicyoshimaster and Avo here.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Ava. I'm here to commentate this run. I've speedrun this game before. Yeah, a lot of times actually, but I've speedrun this game a lot. So yeah, I'm excited to commentate this run for you. So.
And I'm the epicyoshimaster. You might have seen me a couple times earlier this week. I ran PMD. I also commentated Cassette Beast, and I also run this game. It's going to be awesome. Thank you all so much for donating for this.
All right, now before we begin, who here won the bid war? Bo Kid or Hat Kid?
So, by a huge margin of $1, Hat Kid is the winner.
Wow!
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly. All right, we'll be playing as Hat Kid then. And we're just going to jump straight into any percent here. And epicyoshimaster and Ava will explain the run as we go. And so, time starts when I press yes on start a new game here. So, 3, 2, 1, and we're off.
All right, everybody. You donated for this. This run is crazy. There's a lot going on. So let's talk about what is this game? Ava, what is this game?
So this is A Hat in Time, obviously. The game's about mostly just collecting these timepieces, which will clear all the different levels for us, and we're gonna collecting a bunch of them until we are able to unlock the final level of the game. And once we've done that, there's just like a final boss fight, and that's the end of the game. So you'll see FMO collecting those timepieces that I said, but also these yarn that you just saw her picking up there. And those are used to craft hats, which grant us the main abilities in the game. So she's going to craft the sprint hat here, which is the most used and most important hat in the entire run. And it's going to allow us to sprint, and it's going to open up a lot of the different speed tech that you're going to see, especially in pretty much every level. And starting in the next level, you're going to see a bunch of it already. So we're just really excited to see that on display. And so you're going to see FMO booping here, which actually allows her to move before the animation actually finishes, or the cutscene, whatever, it actually finishes playing. And that is also tech that's going to be utilized further throughout the run. So there's a lot to explain here. There's going to be a lot going on, so hopefully not to overwhelm you. I'm going to just take it step by step. And that is pretty much the rundown of how this run is going to go. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So now that you had an information dump, let's get a little bit more information dump. So let's talk about the three main movement tech. We've got the SDJ, the DSJ, and the TSJ. Those are all very similar sounding acronyms for very different things. The SDJ stands for the sprint double jump. Basically, with the sprint hat, if you do a sprint jump, you're normally not able to do a double jump as well. If you sprint and then release sprint and then jump within a certain window, you'll be able to have a double jump with sprint speed. The double sprint jump is a thing relating to ledges. There's a mechanic called coyote time. You'll know this from most platformers. This is also a cool thing. We'll talk about it later. The double sprint jump. This is used mainly for height and speed. Basically, the three movement tech have like three primary uses. The sprint double jump is good for crossing long distances. The double sprint jump is good for getting both height and speed. And the triple sprint jump is good for getting height. It's in a lot of niche situations. We won't worry about it too much, but whenever it pops up, we'll talk about it more.
Yeah, so something you might have picked up from FMA there, just somehow the game froze for a second, and then she had clipped into defense and got that yarn. So what that is lag, and this game uses a lot of lag tech. You'll see it in pretty much every level. So over time, it is pretty much developed into being included in every level. Like you saw it in the first level, you saw it in the second level here. You're going to see it in the third level here. Like it's pretty much everywhere. So it's lag induced by an external program, and what it boils down to is that it extends a lot of speed tech and allows us to clip into things and do a lot of fun stuff that we wouldn't be able to do without it. And it also makes some things easier. And the reason that it's actually in the game, that the reason that we have an externalized program for this is actually just that lag was extremely inconsistent in between computers. So it had to be decided whether lag stress were going to be banned at all, or whether we're going to be banned, or whether we're going to just normalize it so everyone has the same lag, so to say. and it ended up being the second case. So this is just how lag works in this game, and you'll pretty much see it at every single level. That's like the very easy and simplified rundown of how it works. So you'll see clipping into walls, clipping out of bounds, clipping back in bounds, and extending certain jumps, and just extending speed like in general. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Ava, what are we doing right now? We're just kind of standing here.
So we're battling these barrels, right? Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is an auto scroller. You can pretty much just stand in this one spot and be perfectly safe for the entirety of this second half of this fight, and then you enter the third half of this fight, and you kind of just potion this mafia guy a couple of times, jump back, and then just hit him a couple of times, and you're pretty much good to go to pick up the timepiece. And in the story, it is like where you sort of save Mustache Girl from these mafia guys, and we're gonna see a quick cutscene here that we're actually just gonna skip by going back to Hub, where she talks to us and stuff. So yeah, you don't even get to see a second of that. But yeah,
Okay,
no.
so we've
very cool.
given a big information overload. Can we like maybe give a little breather with a little donation? I think that'd be good.
Absolutely. We have $8.88 from Cazuero, who says, "Oh boy, mohair mania. Hello. Reach for the sky. Somebody's poisoned the water hole." Oh no, Artino, it's broken! Oh my god, run ended by a mere penguin? Also, I choose to not go to restaurants if I can't pay for the food.
Thank you so much, Katsuru.
Would you be able to explain that for everyone in the audience?
Please? No?
Motor mania.
Here. I'm doing a special trick here, by the way.
What is this trick? What's going on? Whoa, that was cool. What'd you just do?
Shout out to Purmu.
I kind of threw a potion as I grabbed a ledge and then pressed to jump a bunch, and you go through the ceiling. And that's
Interesting.
a bump. Yes.
I don't think that's how ceilings work. I don't think that's how they're supposed to work.
Oh, and we're skipping this whole throne room sequence also.
Okay,
This
you
game
can just
is
do that.
very fast-paced.
It's very fast.
Especially this beginning part. We're doing our best here to explain it. Y'all can just jump to explaining the fight, though. It's okay.
Hey, if
yeah.
you wanna cover this quick kill?
All right. Well, I was gonna cover how the fight works in general.
Okay,
So this fight
that's
is RNG. So you'll see. First of all, you're seeing these lags with the hat wheel turned up. That actually just cancels the animation and makes it instant. But you'll also see that this mafia guy, he does jumps, or he does sandbags, and then he does screams, and those are actually random. So the optimal case is that you get 2 screams, and you get 2 sandbags throughout the entirety of the fight. And the worst RNG you can get is 4 screams and 4 sandbags. So that's a 4-4 and a 2-2. And you can get anything in between there. So you can get a 2-3, a 3-2, etc. And obviously you want a 2-2 optimally. I didn't actually see what RNG FMO got here, but it seems to be okay at least. Not incredible. But
Oh, this is a 2-2.
yeah, okay. So yeah, this is like the fastest possible RNG basically. So
And we're just clipping out of bounds here,
Clipping
getting
out
in
of
the
bounds.
spot right here, lagging as we enter his hitbox, and he just dies if we're
Yep.
holding a brew potion. That's
worry about
essentially
it.
the quick kill.
yeah, he just hits the death plane below the level if you lag when you enter sort of his hitbox. And
All right, it's
just
okay
falls
though. It's
down.
okay. We're entering a heavy movement part of the run that doesn't have a lot of complicated tech like that
You
section.
get to
so
breathe.
yes, we get to breathe a bit.
And you know what that means?
Donations.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
All right, I will say we do have that all-timers bonus run. We're still getting there, but we are getting super close. We are, math, $600 away
Ooh.
from unlocking that. Hat Lag is all on board, especially with Hat Kid, with $250 and a comment of Hat Kid sweet for real this time. LOL.
Shoutouts to Hatlag, the person, not
Give
the,
time-
not the tool.
Time for one more quick one?
Yeah, go
Yes.
Perfect. All right, $10 from Vasu, who says, "Good luck, FMOptimist. Everyone deserves to have an education." Oh, thank you so much for that.
Oh yeah, so this is DPS. This is like a pretty movement intensive level. So pretty much this is just like a culmination of movement tech, and just this is one of I wouldn't say favorite levels, but it's one of the more fun levels to watch, at least for me, because it's just mostly just pure movement. Good to see jumping up on the fence here and jumping over the screen. And just gonna see an STJ down here.
No.
A normal jump down here.
Yeah, that
Yes.
penguin over there is nicknamed the Terminator because if you touch it just for even like a short moment, it'll catch you. Like the gimmick of this level is you're like stealthing through the studio. So like if you get caught, you're racking up this giant bill.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
No, that's not great.
Oh, makes it hard. Look at hard. Aw,
Why not?
Less than 3.
less than 3.
Less than 3.
So yeah, no, that's like the gimmick of this level. It's like the building up the bill, but we're only 12,500 pawns in that. So I think we're good. I think we're good.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's
We have
fine.
12,500 pawns.
Surely.
Right?
Well, okay,
Right?
maybe we don't. Maybe you could like help us by donating your pawns or dollars.
Oh, here's another complicated level coming up. There's going to
God.
be some more lag tech at the start of this one here, and I'm going to be swapping to controller specifically for it.
Yeah, so we're gonna go funny mode here, and this is like a very story-based level. Usually, there's a lot of cutscenes and a lot of just story-related elements. It's like a murder on the Orient Express themed level. Instead, we're just gonna clip in here, clip back in, activate this button. This skips
We just skipped like
lot of this level.
2/3 of the
Like,
level.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of this level, and we're just gonna immediately get here and just do some pretty. Not that complicated movement. We're just gonna do a DSJ over here, so we are able to actually get the distance and just jump down here and get the key. This is the final key. This is the key that we need for the final room. Gonna do a lag DSJ over here, which can allow us to reach that platform without wall climbing, and then doing lag DSJ to cross this lag STJ to cross this gap, and just exit out of this room. And that's literally the end of the level.
whole level.
Yep.
Yep. Now we are
You
sitting here for a
skip-
30-minute or 30-second cutscene. That's pretty much
You
it.
skip the entire sequence of finding finding a dead owl, getting a detective outfit, collecting a bunch of clues to find the murderer, and we just skip straight to the end pretty much with those clips.
Yep.
This level's really
And-
fun casually though.
Yes,
Oh yeah, for sure.
very
This one
fun.
of better levels casually, and yeah, we just end up indicating the conductor for the murder. So the murder.
Yeah, even if you don't collect any clues whatsoever, for some reason the conductor is still an option, so you just pick them anyways in the end.
Yep.
Yeah, there is actually an achievement for like not getting any of them.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I did
Alright,
not know
look.
that either. I've never played the game casually. I've only speedrun it, so I don't have that.
All right, next here we're going to be entering Picture Perfect, which is another very movement heavy level with a pretty cool trick at the end. And our goal here really is to just grow our fan base and gain a ton of fans so that we become extremely famous in the upcoming movie from DJ Grooves.
Yeah,
and that'll
so-
just cause a timepiece to magically spawn at the very end.
Yeah, pretty much we're just accumulating fame points, and like we want to try to become a diva. That's like the main, the main point of this level is just us trying to collect these points, these fan club points, and just becoming a diva. And that's what FMO is doing by just getting photos taken by these paparazzi penguins, and then you're gonna see her throw a potion here, and that looked good. So hopefully,
Nice.
okay, that worked. So
That
that is
is-
sewer potion. So basically, that dog cardboard cutout at the top there. That is the final thing that you need to hit on the level to reach sort of the max diva. So you saw two things in one there. You saw the max diva, which is just or instant max diva, which is just getting max diva without waiting for the points to tick up. And you also saw the sewer potion, which just makes it immediate without actually having to jump up to the statue, because normally you would have to jump up to the statue, but we skipped that by doing that. So that's just like a 2-in-1 trick, I suppose, and that lets you just get that way faster. So it saves a lot of time just doing it like that. And yes.
Here we have one of the time reps we're going to be entering, and as you saw at the end of Picture Perfect there, we got enough yarn to craft Ice Hat, which we are going to be hopefully using here at this time rep to do a major skip sequence.
Yeah, the ice hat gives us access to a tech we'd call an ice hat slingshot, or if we combine it with our cool lag tech, we get a lag shot. So what you'll see coming up here, FMO is going to do a really cool lag TSJ, and there's the side.mp4, which we are
Oh,
going
I
to.
missed that cycle.
Oh, Okay, well, we're going to wait for the side.mp4, and then we're going to do a lag shot, which is really cool. And we just skip across to the other side.
TLDR, you go zoomies.
You go zoomies. It's really hard to explain the things in this game because there's a lot going on, but you go zoomies.
We're going to be seeing those a lot throughout this run, especially in certain levels coming up later on. Like, there's going to be lag shot galore. So if you thought that was fun, if you thought that was fast, you're going to be seeing those again later. So really
I like that
excited
description.
Ooh,
Fast. All right, here we're going to be entering the Gallery Rift, which is another time rift, and it has some really cool movement, and it is relatively straightforward compared to the Express time rift we just did.
So how about we get a couple donations to go with
Yes.
this awesome movement?
Absolutely. $20 from Sir Wow, who says, "You got this, you nerd. Just don't miss." Less than 3.
Thanks,
Again,
sir. Wow.
Chat, we are $602 specifically away from getting that all-time refs bonus run, and we only have until the end of this run. That is maybe about 30 minutes away? So we do not we do not have that much time, chat. We gotta make sure we get that incentive. And Ye Dinosaur donated $10. It just says Ye.
Yee. Thank you, Yee Dinosaur. All right, so we got a very, very fancy trick coming up here as we enter the first level in Subcon. We are now exiting the birds area, and we're going to be doing Subcon levels instead.
Yeah, first of all, though, we're going to hit Rimby, because Rimby's bonus are in here. So sometimes Rimby's really out of the way, and you'd rather do this on the way back from Subcon. But, like, usually it's like way easier to remember than going back from like Battle of the Birds, that world. So. But yeah, no, Yoshi, if you want to explain.
Yeah, so this is boop skip. This is where we use a boop, which actually lets us like clip out of the bag, and we're invisible right now. We're currently on a racing clock because there's a bag cutscene that like we're in the middle of. So we're going to hopefully capture our friendly painting here, and we're going to try and make it to another cutscene because we can get them to overlap and entirely skip this cutscene altogether. Let's see if we get it. Yeah.
There we go.
That painting yesterday was clean.
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, when you see me pick up these paintings, sometimes I get a lot of speed as I pick them up, and that's called a carry STJ, which is basically where you do an STJ as you pick up a object, and it's a frame perfect trick.
It's really hard, I promise, okay? So you're
And
going to see
here
FMO
you-
taking
Oh, no, you got
No, I was going to say, so you're going to see FMO taking damage here. That's actually intentional. So we're setting up a death trick here at the end of the level where we intentionally die. But while we die, we actually get knocked into the timepiece that spawns at the end of the level. And that is actually going to allow us to not go back to the hub, which saves us a ton of animation time and just lets us respawn in the level. And this world is like semi-open. It's like semi-open world, so we're actually just going to be able to walk to and grab the next timepiece without actually leaving Subcon Forest, or without actually leaving technically the level we're currently in. So she got it.
And now we can just go straight over here to the next level.
Yeah. So that is probably one of it's not that hard to do that trick at all. It's one of the easier tricks in the run. But if you fail that, it is probably the worst thing you can do.
Don't worry about me teleporting there also. We will explain that later. Don't worry.
We'll wait for a better time to explain
Don't
that. There
worry.
will be a point. Don't worry about it.
I know it looks scary. Don't worry.
So yeah, we're just probably to get time to explain that. Or GB.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a bit of intense movement down there in that entry there, grabbing some yarns on the way, and here we're going to be doing another fancy trick with that mysterious teleporting you saw earlier. So I need to specifically jump on the ground for only 1 frame here, and then land on top of the chest. And then I am going to be hookshotting above, grabbing the yarn, and then doing that forbidden teleport. And we're all the way back here now and skip the sequence of grabbing the button entirely.
How did you do that? Magic, honestly.
I'll give a preview for the name of the tech. It's called a lag warp.
Actually, I think we have time to quickly
go for it.
kind of explain what it's about. So, very, very TLDR. So the game has a mechanic for when you get stuck. And if you get stuck, you get teleported back to the last safe spot, which is sort of the last place of normal ground you stepped on. But that does not count things you stepped on within 1 frame. And as you saw, FMO just doing those jumps there with the cherry, those were all one-frame jumps. They were buffered, but they were still one-frame jumps. And that means those were in the safe spots. So the safe spot was actually where she started out when she went into the well itself. And so when she simulated getting stuck by pressing a button for lag warp, which is jumping and lagging at the same time, if you do that 3 times or sometimes more, it'll actually simulate the getting stuck mechanic, and you'll just get teleported back to your last safe spot, which was then outside of or where she started when she entered the well. And that's pretty much just what happened, and you'll be seeing this a lot later, certainly in some levels. So that's pretty much the very basic TLDR of it, or how it works.
Yes, and now we're in a mail delivery service here. We gotta deliver some mail to these minions using our scooter. And we're gonna do a very interesting bit of tech here at the very end, just as I'm finishing up these guys. Up.
These guys are tricky. So this is actually a very, very new strat. I believe found by Mookie?
Yes, Mookie found this. So as you can see, we shot the last guy we needed there, and then what we're gonna do here is sign the contract as that last guy being detected as getting his mail causes the timepiece to spawn, and then we're going to pull up our emote wheel, which gives us menu storage for the contract being completed pop up here, and go back to hub as we collect this timepiece in order to save time over the big old jingle effect. And you notice we signed the Manor contract there, and that's for 2 things specifically. Number 1, for the Manor Act to appear right here, which is the fastest way to enter this time rifter we're going to be doing. And number 2, to do that same back to hub skip trick in the Manor level itself, because the contract being completed for it is going to pop up and we can do the menu storage once again to go back to hub faster. And you have time for donations. This is just a very movement heavy section right here.
Not a problem. We have $25 from Spicy Leaks, who says was so busy this week that this is the first one I'd be able to catch live. So give me some more marathon and hat in time. And 100,000. In chat, we do not have much time to hit that bonus all-timers run. Make sure you get those donations and put them towards the bonus run to get that unlocked.
That was scary. I was supposed to equip the hookshot badge again earlier, which is automatically taken off when you do the mail delivery service level because of the scooter being a badge, and I forgot to, so right before I fell to my death there, I paused to put it back on and then latch onto the hookshot. That was terrifying.
Oh yeah, also, there's a badge system.
Oh yes.
We might want to mention that. So badges, they're like additional like secondary abilities in addition to your hats. Really, the hookshot is the only one that we really care about for this run. But if you donate for that All Rifts run, you'll get to see some more in action. Is that correct?
Yes. Oh yes. There's some very interesting
what cool badges
badges
would we see if we donated for that run?
The projectile badge. It lets you shoot a giant laser beam. It's one of my favorite badges in the game.
If you like giant laser beams, you should donate for this.
Big trick also, right here. In this game, if you take 2 objects, you throw one object into the other, and then you grab the object while it's stuck in the other, you hover, you fly. So we're flying to Manor. We're just going to Manor. Now, unfortunately, we got stuck on an invisible wall there, so we're just going to have to jump down here and do the level normally, and that's a very hard trick, and that happens very often.
Yeah, this is one of the big gatekeepers in the run, and a lot of runs die. A lot of runs die by the mercy of Manor Hover. There's just giant invisible wall there, and it's just it can be incredibly finicky to actually do it, do the setup fast. If you do the setup slow, you can pretty much just guarantee getting it, but we're not about being slow here, right?
No.
What's the point of that, right? So, but doing it fast is really, really tricky, and sometimes you just kind of hit the walls because there's just this tiny gap between them that you're kind of aiming for, and you're either going to go over it or you're going to go in between that, and it can just be really difficult. But yeah, now we're inside Manor. So this is a horror level. So the devs actually added a dev skip here. Oh yeah, so you can just skip the entire level.
All right, chat. We're working out some bugs. Y'all are going so fast. It's so fast. We will be right back with that hat and time run. But in the meantime, again, we are still trying to unlock that A Hat in Time all-time rifts bonus run, and I have a little update for you. We have broken $3,000 of 3,500. We are exactly, oh boy, here comes more math, chat. $476.12 away from breaking that $3,500 barrier. And we do that, we might also break $98,000 total. $98,000. Oh my gosh. Please make sure if you want to see that all-time rifts bonus run, put your donations, !donate in chat if you need to know where to go, and put it towards that bonus run. Also, and yeah, shout out to the tech team for just doing the amazing work behind the scenes and making sure all these runs are just flowing and grooving and going fast, really. Let's see here. In terms of that bonus run, we have the Lord of Stuff donating $25 and saying, can't let an incentive go unmet this close to the finale. Agreed. Thank you for your donation. Call back to a previous run from Rootson, who donated $125 and said, we'll say this in the Mario voice, let's go! With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 O's at the end. I hopefully conveyed all of those O's appropriately. And I will convey to you that we are now $376.12. Oh, math is hard. I love that you're making me do this, chat. You're fantastic. We are getting there so fast, and it's all because of your generosity. But it sounds like we are all set to go back, get some more Hat in Time. So FMOptimist, take it away once more.
All right, we are back. We've resolved the issues we had on stream there, and we just finished the subcon world, and so we're going to be heading back to Mafia Town now to finish some extra levels we unlocked after Down with the Mafia. And these are very movement-intensive levels, so you're going to be seeing a lot of cool lag tech in these, especially this one.
Yeah, so we explained lag shots and lag warps earlier. This is lag shots and lag warps and one frame jumps the level. So actually, if you lag and dive boost, which is like the main movement tech that we've been using throughout the entire run, it actually automatically makes it a one frame dive boost. So you see there, that's definitely a one frame dive boost. That's also a one frame dive boost. And this allows us to keep the safe spot all the way back at the start of the level. And ideally, unless anything goes wrong, we're actually just going to be able to teleport all the way back there using the lag warp that we explained earlier. So you're going to see FMO getting the final ticket here, grabbing this final yarn, and then just warping back all the way to the start.
Here we are.
And that's Golden Vault.
And also the objective of that level was to unlock the Golden Vault by getting all the tickets. I think I forgot to mention that here. You were a little lost there.
So always said, like, in the first level we were welcomed to Mafia Town, and now we're welcome back to Mafia Town. We actually visit Mafia Town twice, just because we need to grab the ice hat and a couple of other things. It's just more convenient to do it this way. We shot as well. So, this is the fastest way to do it, but that's why we visit this place twice, and we're gonna go into another rift here, and this is, it's one of the rifts of all time. We're definitely doing the slingshot strat, right, Shirley?
No.
The slingshot strat?
Oh, you haven't seen Sir's slingshot?
I'm not sure I know the slingshot.
We'll show you later.
Okay.
It's terrifying. That's what you need to know.
I'm scared.
It's one of the strats of all time. So this is just another quickie. I'm just gonna complete this level really quick. Like, a lot of these rifts are Super Mario Sunshine inspired. This is probably the one that's most obviously inspired by Super Mario Sunshine with all the like shifting cogs and just the way the level plays out in general. It's pretty obvious what it's inspired by. And after doing Sirius, which is fun level, everyone's favorite, we're gonna enter Heating Up Mafia Town, another level that heavily utilizes lag shots and lag warps. And the idea of the level is just to hit these faucets so that they close, because Mustache Girl, the villain, I know we haven't explained the story, but that's pretty much just what this level is. We're going to close these faucets from spilling out lava. So Yep, and then we're just gonna we're back, and that's pretty much like how this level's gonna go overall. Just doing this and doing lag shots. This is like really, really, really hard level, but it's really, really, really fun when performed optimally. And FMO is one of the best runners at the game in general, but also at this level. So it's very, very fun to see her do this at such a high level, and I'm excited to watch the rest of this.
All right, scary lag shot right here. We need to hit a balloon. Woo!
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's a very
That
scary
balloon's
lag
very
shot.
scary.
Oh yeah.
Almost ledge grabless as well at the end.
Oh yeah. So
That's
yeah,
so
you
good.
you do a lag shot there, and you bounce off the balloon with just the right precision to get to the faucet at the very end there, and that lets you just like warp all the way back here. And that's pretty much the level. Yep. You have time for like one donation really fast. We have a cool level coming up.
All right, perfect. We have Kay the Kitsune who donated $5 with the 1 ticket to the Hat Hype Train, please. And we are almost $300 away from getting that bonus run. So great job so far, chat.
Keep it up.
So here we're going to be entering the level Cheating the Race. Normally the level designs for you to have the time stop hat, so it has a lock there, but it still gives you the option to enter anyways. And we're not only going to be completing it without time stop, we're going to be completing it at 1 HP.
So, do you consider cheats cheating?
Oh, yes, I do.
So we're gonna be cheating by actually being faster than this mafia guy. So, yeah, it's called cheating the race, but actually it's just gonna be us cheating instead of who the intended person to be cheating it. And you see FMO setting herself down to 1 HP here. That's actually just because she's going to do another death strat. Just like you saw in Contractual Obligations, which was the first level of Stopgun Forest.
But this one is
be
very
dying
scary.
intentionally here.
And we got it.
Nice.
All right.
Let's go. That's really tricky. It might not have looked that hard, or it may have looked that hard, but that is one of the more advanced strats in the entire run. It doesn't save an incredible amount of time, and there's like some RNG to it, but it's definitely worth doing. But it's just very, very hard to get that properly, because sometimes you get knocked out of the way of the mafia guy and you miss the timepiece, and there's just a lot of variance to it. So I'm so happy you were able to get that right now.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we're in the Bizarre Time Rift now. Once again, it's just a very movement-heavy level, and we'll have another movement-heavy level coming up, so we have time for a few donations.
Awesome. We have $5 from Anonymous who says, I'm here for the Hat Hype Train. Choo-choo! And I must ask, how many chuggas go before the choo-choo? Maybe chat should donate to tell us. Again, $300 away, and we do not have much time. We have less than probably 20 minutes to hit that incentive. So if you want to see that all-time Rifts bonus run, make sure you're putting your donation towards that. We also have Piquant Gal who donated $5, who also says, choo-choo, 100K, here we come.
All right, so this is the Lab Time Rift. It's the second Time Rift that's inside the spaceship. And it's relatively movement heavy, but it has one little interesting trick here that's new. If you can get stuck a bit inside this wall here, you actually just zip straight up to the top of it for some reason. And it just skips that entire bottom part down there. Oh, down I go. Good thing I grabbed that checkpoint.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least get the checkpoint. Yeah, so it turns out that like zipping up that pillar, it's fast. Whoa.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
Yeah, that's called a zip. Some pieces of collision in this game just like want you to really not be in the collision. Their response to that is pushing you continuously up if you walk within it.
So there are actually
usually
two ways to do that. There's the turnip, which is what FMO ended up doing. But there's also the double lag method, which is what she tried initially. But she just backed it up with a turnip, where you walk up the ledge and you turn at the same time as you end up fall down. So you grab the ledge and you clip into it by jumping it back up. And there's the double lag method, where you sort of jump towards the ledge you're supposed to be grabbing and you lag twice. And the second leg makes sure you don't fall through it, and that actually makes you just clip into the wall and you just zoom up. So those are the two ways to do that, pretty much. Just very hastily explained.
Clipping in walls, we're going to do that right here at the beginning of the Nyakuza world. No, it's okay.
Never mind.
Normally you go out of bounds there in order to
Well, we're still going out of bounds.
Yeah, we're still going out of bounds, just a backup. So we're going to do a boop clip instead to save it. And the goal with that movement originally was to land on this train and hit this volume right here to wait for this train cycle. And we got a pretty bad cycle, unfortunately, because we messed up that initial movement. But yeah, either of those methods gets you out of bounds here. And good luck, Yoshi, explaining this next one.
Okay, this is a trick that I only just recently even learned about the existence of and tried for myself. We're going to place this timepiece here, and it's just a surprise for later. So actually, we're just going to ignore that.
Yeah,
we're just going to go get a totally separate timepiece.
This cat ear can be a bit finicky to climb sometimes.
Realistically, though, why would we need that timepiece? You know, it's
Who needs
Exactly.
timepieces? It's not the objective of the run.
kind of boring to grab the
no.
closest timepiece, don't you think?
Oh yeah. So this is the Nyakuza world, and it's like a big train metro area with a bunch of cat people, and there's also a cat gang who I'm working for right now. This is the boss of the gang right here. She gives me money for collecting timepieces. And the big gimmick with Nyakuza in the run is you go out of bounds everywhere, like at the beginning of that level I did, and like right here, to just skip to timepieces that are just placed throughout the area, because it's an extremely open world where you can just kind of go wherever you want where the timepieces are placed. So we're just going to go to this Kirby golf course here, clip back in here, and grab this timepiece. And then...
Show
now.
Plurm.
The Plurm preview.
the Plurm
then-
preview.
We're going to
We
pause
pause
and
the game?
unpause. We're going to go jump and grab the timepiece, which actually overlaps with this cutscene, which is really cool.
And then we're going to skip the dialogue here. And that overlaps the dialogue. And yeah, that is the main station timepiece overlap trick. Basically, where you spawn in the cutscene there, whenever you collect a timepiece, happens to be just next to that one timepiece we skipped in the beginning. So if you're fast enough, you can actually pick up the timepiece just in time before you transition to the like boss of the Nyakuza there.
It's really, really cool. And like
Yes.
for those wondering, those who actually play the game, yes, the final level of this game, which is very, very long, can actually be done without even doing the final like fight of this world, and by just clipping out of bounds. And it can be done.
Yes.
It can be done
You
in about
can.
2 minutes. It's very, 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 very fast.
Oh yes, it's really cool. So
Even though we're not
gonna
gonna do that here.
We're gonna do our last level here in Yakuza. This is Green Manhole. It's gonna be very similar to the first manhole level we skipped, but we're gonna do some cool stuff here. We're gonna dive boost, slide off there, and dive boost all the way down there and head to this green manhole timepiece on the Kirby golf course here and collect it by once again lag clipping back in bounds to it.
Whoa. Yeah,
And that is-
Nyakuza's broken.
Oh yeah, it's
Feel the
so
aura.
broken. And yeah, that's all of Nyakuza. We have 25 timepieces now, and that is enough to unlock the finale, which is the last level we're going to be doing. And it is a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet, all right.
Do you mind if I cut in with a really quick update?
Oh yes.
All right. Well, first off, we just broke $98,000, which is absolutely amazing.
Let's go.
So GG's for that.
Yeah.
But we
Freaking
are,
go.
I kid you not, $122 away from the all-time rest bonus
Ooh,
run.
all right.
I'm on it.
Y'all can make it happen.
It's got one level left. You all can do it.
And it's like 5 minutes. Y'all got plenty of time.
We're $97 away, just like that.
Okay. Can you do it before we even get in the level?
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
You've got 10 seconds. Go.
Get your donation in right now.
No,
So
you're
this
just
is an
gonna-
area you normally need to do a bunch of like puzzles to unlock this gate, but if you hop on this clock, you can just do a precise TSJ to skip the gate entirely, landing right on this corner up here and just going past it and entering the level. And now for finale. This is a crazy level. It's the longest level in any percent, and the first half is just like pure platforming. Lots of platforming. You need to do some very precise jumps in order to end up at the fight at 2 HP specifically for a trick, and to make a cycle at the very end that saves a lot of time if you can get it. So that's the first damage boost we're going to be doing, and the second damage boost is going to be at the beginning of this part right here when we enter the castle here. So yeah, just very movement heavy thing. If there's anything y'all would like to bring up that we maybe missed, y'all can bring it up now while I just like do the movement here.
Honestly, I think this would be a great time for some donations so we can
yeah.
hype up getting this incentive.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. We have $5 from Sarah Venza, who says, boop, less than 3. We have another less than 3, specifically an HAT less than 3, $25 donation from Chili Pepper. Thank you for that. We have a $25 donation from Existence with the comment, no comment. We also have $25 from Musical Daredevil, who says, throwing my hat in for those bonus levels. And I just saw that jump. We are now $72 away
so close.
from that bonus Rifts, all-time Rifts run. Again, chat, we have almost no time. So we have a hat in time. We almost have no time. So make sure you're getting that incentive in soon, very soon.
You can do a couple more.
All right. We have $100 from Anonymous, who says, thank you to all the runners and staff for putting on this wonderful event. Let's get that bonus run met. And we're at $62 now.
Oh boy.
Come on.
We have $25 from Paul Plays Some Games, who says, great job all week. Let's finish this day strong. I agree. We have $40 from Evanicia, who says, let's go FMO Mohair Mania.
All right, and with that, we get to the final boss of the video game.
Oh,
who
boy.
We saw so much throughout the game. The story totally makes sense. Here's Mustache Girl, I guess? That was the first phase.
Yeah, so the reason we set up for 1 HP there was hoping for a 50-50 chance, essentially, that she would do a specific attack where we could end her phase and die at the same time to skip this sequence right here we're in.
FMO, I'm sorry I have to cut this in, but you're doing some extra time riffs.
Let's go!
Let's go. We got it. Let's go.
Oh, God bless y'all. Oh, I'm so excited to show off that run. It's gonna be so cool, y'all.
So it'll pretty much, for me and Yoshi, it'll be like a live reaction to
Yes.
what's going on.
Yeah.
because
I don't know
we
what to expect.
We do not know that route.
Oh, y'all are gonna love it.
I ran old time rifts once, I think. I never submitted anything, but I ran it once. But that was like a year ago. So
All right, so to catch up. Oh no,
I'm
you're
just
good?
really, really excited to see the run, and I hope everyone else is just as excited as me.
All right. So to catch up on some stuff there, we did the first phases really fast there with some lag strats, and now we're entering the most heavy RNG spawn in the run, the cherry phase. As you can see, she has a shield up. We need to use these cherries to take it off. And it is complete RNG when she wants to put back on the shield after any of these attacks. And we ideally want to get as low of cherries as possible. That was really good RNG, wow. So yeah, yes.
I believed.
I know. This is a 2 cherry.
Wow.
Wow,
That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the RNG there can vary from a 1 cherry to a 2 cherry to a 3 cherry to a 4 cherry. A 1 cherry is the least likely, it's like 1%-ish.
Yes.
And then 3 cherry is the most likely, and then 4 cherry and then 2 cherry? Something like that.
Yeah. No, I think it's 2 cherry then 4 cherry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
So that was
that's-
really good.
Yeah, that was very, very good RNG. So now we're going to be entering the final phase of the fight here. It's very fast paced, and you need to be able to track RNG and attack arrays as you go and just kind of react to the super fast paced situation to just get 8 hits in as fast as possible. So let's see how this goes here.
Let's just count to 8.
Yes.
1, 2,
Oh yeah, you're gonna see those lags. Generally, they
3,
make Mustache Girls spawn lower.
4, 5,
5,
Okay.
6,
6,
7, and 8.
8.
And time is going to be coming up here when we collect the giant timepiece ball thing that's forming right here that magically is created, I guess, when we defeat Mustache Girl. So here's time now. Woo!
Well done.
Great round.
Yes.
That was
Y'all did
fantastic.
great. Y'all
GGs.
did great.
No,
Y'all
you.
did. It's a lot to explain. It's a super, super fast-paced game with a lot of complicated tech. Y'all did really good in explaining everything as we went.
Yeah, so that is Ahead in time, 80%. There's going to be more coming up later, obviously, since we reached a bonus. And I'm actually so excited. Ah!
Oh, it's
gonna be
great.
so
It's
good.
great. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to the hat community in general. Y'all are amazing. I've just loved playing this game and loved like being friends with all of you, and y'all just mean the absolute world to me. And I want to give a big shout outs to IGT. No context, just shout outs to IGT.
Shout out to IGT.
And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get ready here for the All Rifts base game run after a bit of a break. And yeah.
Right. Well, again, GG's for that absolutely awesome any percent run for Hat in Time. So get some GG's out in chat for FMOptimist. And while we set up for that bonus run that you so generously donated for, I have another announcement. Don't think the hype is done. I see that donation total. We are super close to $100,000. I would love to see $100,000 soon. So you know what? I'm going to help you out. Our final run of the day is Octopath Traveler 2. We have a donation goal incentive, specifically the Galdera Super Boss Showcase donation incentive that we need to unlock. And that is going to take $7,000 to unlock. And again, mental math, I don't really need to do that because I know for a fact that we will be at over $100,000 if we hit this incentive. And chat, we could see that super close. It's $1,151 away. I'd like to see it soon, chat. I don't know about you. I kind of want to shout out for that 100K. But in the meantime, let's give some love to some donations. We have Chuckles with $5 who says, "Hey, FMO, Chuckles here. Good luck on the finale." We have I just lost my train of thought. The hype is strong. We have Vacuum who donated $350 who says, "Thank you to all the staff, runners, and chat for another amazing Fatales event." Thank you so much for that. Anonymous has donated $20, donating to see All-Time Rifts bonus run. Well, Anonymous, we are going to see it. Same thing to Lemon Carrots, $22 with the Let's Extend Flame Fatales. And we just did that, friends. All right. You've donated for it, and it's time for the Hat in Time All-Time Rifts bonus incentive. FMOptimist, we are back with you. Take it away.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So as you can see, we've got our little All Rifts save here, and what this basically has is all the time pieces for the normal levels completed, but all of the time rifts are reset. So what we're essentially going to be doing for this run is running around in the hub and entering the time rifts as fast as possible to complete all of them. And this is base game time rifts, so no DLC, even though it says DLC here, just ignore that. And time starts when I click on the save right here. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
All right, y'all ready for this? This is great.
I don't know. Can you give us a little preview? What should we be expecting for this run?
Well, I'm using 2 different badges. I'm using the projectile badge and the magnet badge on me. And here we're going to be entering the moon time rift, which we did not see in any percent. We're going to do a little lag shot to get here, and this level has major skips. Y'all get really excited for this one. Normally you do a bunch of buttons and stuff at the beginning to get over here, but you can just, you can lag SDJ, but you have this owl band behind you, so there's high pressure on getting it first try, so I'm just gonna wait for them a bit.
Yeah,
all right, we're gonna go this way.
an interesting thing there that you ran into. So the owl band is... so first off, they follow you around. They would normally appear in the big parade, but they're also in this rift too. If you move slowly, they're really jank, and they kind of mess up their movement and bounce back and forth, which is kind of what ran into messing her setup there. But there's a really cool skip where you would go from the start over to where we are now. And you're going to see another skip here.
A boing. Oh, I didn't get quite high enough. I'll back that up. All right, this is going fantastic.
I mean, either way, you're still skipping a bunch of this because you're supposed to be pressing a bunch of buttons here, and we don't need to press buttons. But we do need to avoid the owl band.
Yes, the owl band is terrifying in this level. And yeah, the moon rift is very difficult to perform optimally. It's got a lot of hard skips, as you can saw there. I had a lot of trouble getting those there.
So there's also one really quick thing I'd like to say to the stream as well as just to the people I've already spoken to. So basically, the any percent run, just really quickly, it was a 35:40, which is like a really solid time for a marathon. So like, it's just incredible. Like, you obviously saw the 38, but that was because of the technical issues that we had earlier. So in reality, it was actually a 35:40-ish, which is just really good. So I just wanted to say that real quickly.
Wow, yeah. So yeah, we're going to be doing the express here, which y'all saw in any percent. It's pretty much the exact same strategies. I'll see if I can get the earlier cycle that I missed last run though.
Drum roll. Sound
Got
effects.
the TSJ. Here's the dive boost. Okay.
Oh.
And there's the back cycle.
Let's go.
One more difficult thing. Okay, we got it. We're good.
Awesome. These roads look so clean whenever you do them.
Oh yeah, I love this time rift. So yeah, the reason I missed that cycle last time was because I got a dive boost that didn't quite get enough momentum off the slope, so I was not able to make it to that second block over there in time. And
How
now we're gonna
specific is that dive boost?
Isn't
that like only a couple frames?
It needs to be like frame 4 to 6, I believe, in your 1 to 6 window of getting a dive boost.
Wow.
Yeah. Here we're going to be doing gallery again. This didn't go super well in my last run, so hopefully I can get a cool trick here.
Shoutouts to Mookie, maybe?
I barely missed it. Was just 2 left there. If you get a ledge grab there on the side, you can actually zip up that block there. But instead, I'll just be doing the backup DSJ movement here. I'm going to wait on this to get momentum off the platform for my SDJ to make it straight across. Ooh, at least I didn't ledge grab. Okay.
Love a gallery. But yeah, if you ledge grab there, you're actually not going to be able to wall climb that blank wall that you saw there, because this game is weird. It's silly. It likes going goofy mode sometimes.
Yes. All right, now we're going to be entering another non-any percent rift and the first of the pink rifts, which are different from the blue rifts in that there's these pawns you have to collect in certain sections of the level in order to unlock the next section. And a lot of them have very cool skips you can do. And this is going to be an example of that.
Y'all like projectiles that don't look like they're going where they're actually going?
Oh yes, this will be the first instance you see of me using the projectile badge here, which is essentially a badge that turns your umbrella swing into a giant laser beam. And for some reason, those little rift pawns you need to collect in the level can be grabbed by the laser beam, and we don't know why, but we can use this to our advantage. Just in this first room here, we're just gonna hop onto this box on the left, and we collect the pawn by shooting a giant laser at it. And then here we're gonna be doing a big skip to another part of the level without even unlocking the pipe that'll send us to the next area. We're gonna grab... Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm falling there. Oh, don't get caught by the owl. I didn't know he went that way. Panic.
But did you know we broke the 99,000 barrier?
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's awesome.
1K away from 100,000.
We're so close,
We
y'all.
got
Make it
this.
happen. Make it happen. So yeah, we did a trick there to skip a bunch of the rooms you would need to do otherwise, and we just went straight to the end of the last room by keeping our pawns that we collected in the first room. So the next rift we're going to be doing, we're going to be moving over to Mafia Town, which you've seen 3 of the time rifts in there. You saw the Bazaar Rift, the Sewers Rift, the Lab Rift. So we'll be doing those 3 back to back. We're going to do a different entry here, though, for Bazaar, since we were not doing the cheating the race death trick, where you just enter from barrel battle, climb these walls, head down here, and there it is. It's just right there.
Yep, this is the way. So the CDR death that you saw earlier is like a very advanced stretch. Most runners will actually enter barrel battle from like just like this, and it's still pretty fast to enter it like that, even though it's a little bit slower than the death route. So
the death route saves like 3 seconds, I think, for how difficult it is.
No!
Barely missed that dive boost. That can happen sometimes on some of the spinning objects. Oh, Cookie, come back. Where if the object moves out of the way from under you just too late. Oh, I'm kind of just figuring out something here. Okay. You don't get the dive boost, instead just kind of flop down into the void, unfortunately. Oh, I wanted to talk about this loading screen here. I never got the chance to bring it up, but I made it in celebration of the marathon. It's a drawing I made that features all the women speedrunners in a hat in time, so I just want to give a shout outs to everyone, all of the ladies in a hat in time. Y'all are amazing.
Aww.
I love that.
Yeah, that art is so great. I love it. It's so, I love it so much.
Thank you. Oh, getting a little up. Okay, we're there.
Every time I see it, it makes me happy. So yeah, it's amazing. Oh, a little slingshot there.
Oh, slingshot.
That's good. We haven't even explained that, and I don't even know how to explain slingshots. Can you explain slingshots, Yoshi?
I can try to explain
Good luck.
slingshots.
Good luck.
It's basically a jump that is able to carry your momentum, but normally you wouldn't be able to do. It's like it's against a floor and a wall, and you jump at a parallel angle, and like the wall like pushes you out or something. I don't know the technical details of why it works, but it works.
If you've ever played pinball, it's pinball, but like
Yeah,
a frame perfect
it's
trick
pinball.
and precise. That's what it is, basically. It's pinball. All right, we're gonna be doing sewers again. This is also a level I play on controller rather than keyboard, and it's for one specific reason. The analog stick over the WASD keys has an advantage at this part right here where the camera is fixed forward. This is not my camera doing this. This is the game forcing my camera to look that way. And it just makes it easier for me to control my character to dive boost across there. And next, we're going to be entering another pink rift, the Mafia of Cooks pink rift.
Hold up for a second.
Yes.
Let her cook.
We're cooking. Oh, we're cooking.
We're cooking.
So this has a bit of a flashy entry. We're going to be entering down with the Mafia, actually, for being closest to the time rift. And what we're going to do here is put on the ice hat, jump right here, and lag shot straight down to the time rift.
That's so good.
It's so
love that.
fun. It's so fun.
It's one of my favorite like lag shots in the game. I love doing
Oh yeah.
it.
You're gonna see a bit more projectile badge action in here, but for the most part, there isn't really any big skips or anything. It's actually a very linear level compared to the other pink rifts that all seem to have just these massive, crazy skips.
Yeah, this is probably like the most linear pink rift.
Yeah. It's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
Let's get a
it's
couple
fun.
donations.
I mean, it's
yeah,
not as good
go
as
for
Deep
it.
Sea Rift.
Oh, I do have some insider knowledge related to Octopath Traveler 2. There is, once the Galdera Super Boss showcase has been met, which we are making great progress on, so thank you for that, there is a secret and awesome incentive that will unlock once we hit the Super Boss incentive, and I know what it is, and when I say it's awesome, it is awesome. So you are not going to want to miss it. And chat, again, we are $916 away from 100K. Let's try to hit that milestone before the end of this bonus run. I know we can do it. You all are being so awesome and generous. Thank you so much.
All right, so that's the end of Mafia of Cooks, and as you saw there, we kind of charged our projectile badge, and it instantly broke the Rift Orb. And that's because, for some reason, the Max Beam Laser does 3 hit points of damage when you normally need to hit the Rift Orb 4 times. So it just breaks it instantly after a single hit. And here is coming up my favorite movement in the run, and it's very difficult. Hopefully I can do it justice here.
Yeah, like this is incredible movement. Like this is also probably my favorite movement in not just this run, but like honestly, like the game. It's just like this is one of the most fun things to do. It's just really, really fun doing the movement here, trying to get into this rift.
Oh, missed the DSJ. I'll double jump it. No. 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 Okay, there we go. There we go.
The rift itself is also very fun, but hard. So you're gonna see
Yes. Has a huge skip. You don't need a single rift pawn in this one. This is the Sleepy Subcon Pink Rift, so it's the pink rift for the Subcon area. And instead of doing any of this intentionally, we're gonna climb up here. I missed the DSJ there. It's okay. There we go. Climb this branch. Climb this branch. It's very difficult movement as well. So let's try that again.
That jump is actually deceptively hard. It might not look that hard, but it's honestly really, really, really tough
There
to just
we
get it
go.
properly.
So we're gonna climb this branch, do a bunch of parkour over these trees, and skip to the final area over here. Now there's one issue, that pink time rift right there, it's surrounded by an invisible box. So what do you do with the invisible box? Well, you ledge grab a tree, you lag a bit, you walk while being in the boop clip state, you clip slightly into the wall, you walk a little forward here, and you just walk in.
Yeah,
I-
I do this every day.
Oh yeah. I do not
that
have a proper explanation for how that works, but
I do that
You-
going to work.
Yeah.
Doesn't everyone do that?
Yeah, everyone does that, right?
oh yeah,
surely.
everyone does that.
You boop a little bit, you clip into a wall, you walk on top of an invisible wall and then just jump down.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna re-equip the hook shot here because we're gonna need it for the rest of these levels, and we no longer need projectile badge for the remaining levels. So everyone say goodbye to projectile badge. It was nice while it lasted.
Badge.
Bye, projectile.
So we're gonna climb up on this roof over here using these hook shots. And now this is a cool trick if I can get it here. Short hop, bam! Look at that. You lag shot off that roof and you bounce off that mushroom to carry the momentum, and it brings you super far, lets you get over here. And here we're gonna do a precise TSJ, I got it, and we're entering now the village blue time rift, which you did not see in any percent. And it's a bit interesting.
This level actually used to be in 90%. So we
Yeah.
actually in 90% we used to do something called the toilet route,
Uh-oh.
which is it does some different levels. It skips the murder on the AliExpress route and instead does the toilet of doom plus this level. So you don't do the AliExpress rift and you don't do the AliExpress level, and instead you do toilet of doom and you do village, which is this level. And
Yes.
essentially it's ended up being that the murder route, which is what we call it, the murder versus toilet route. The murder route is the faster route, and that is what's currently being done in 90%, and so that's what you saw. But you get to see village in this run, so we get to show off both pretty much.
What I tried to do there was a DSJ off the bell. That's pretty precise, but I missed it, so I'm just gonna do a double jump instead to back it up and just barely snag the timepiece there and skip the need to do any of the dweller puzzles on these sides whatsoever, really.
Yep.
And the next time rift we have is again one that was in any percent, and there's nothing different in it whatsoever from before, so you're totally good for some donations.
Oh, perfect. Again, we are now $641 away from breaking 100K, and we are $760 into that Galdera Super Boss Showcase for Octopath Traveler 2. That being said, we have $25 from Zen Zero, who says, thank you for all the amazing runs supporting a wonderful cause. Let's close week out strong and smash 100K.
We're so close to 100K.
We're so close. I'd love to see this hit 100K before the end. So we also have just Sir Wow with a $20 donation. Says, come on, Hat Sweep.
Thank you, Sir Well.
Oh, man. We also have $125 from Anonymous and $25 from Slanderoid with no comment, but thank you so much for that generosity. No
Wow,
comment
yeah.
is needed. You all are so, so, so generous.
All right, so with this done, we're going to be entering the Alpine area, which not an any percent whatsoever, so y'all are gonna enjoy that a lot. And it's basically this mountain area in the game that's a very open world area. And to get to that fast, we're going to be flipping out of bounds right here.
Yeah.
Sliding here and clipping in with the hook shot. Straight to the telescope.
Wow. Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
very cool. So, welcome to Italy. No. No, this is Alpine, one of the most movement-intensive worlds in the game. You're not going to get to see the actual worlds, but you're going to get to see the rifts, which is more than enough because they're honestly great.
This time rift right here, this is Alpine Skyline time rift, the pink rift for the Alpine world, and it's overall pretty straightforward, except for one point that's pretty interesting. Y'all are going to like it a lot. So we're going to bounce up here using the tightrope. Skip over here to this pawn, and then the last pawn we need is right next to the entrance to the next area, right there. And we need to kill this bird. Now I'm a bit scared because I took damage here, and this involves a damage boosting trick. We're gonna hit the lava here, use our iframes to just continually bounce up it over and over again. Climb this rock right here, and using this slope on the horn, we are going to do a lag shot that skips to the very, very end of the level. So we're just here at the end of the level. All done.
Whoa. I love
That's
this.
gotta-
I love this rift.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be my favorite skip in the run, honestly, by far.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's just like pure. It's just fun. It's so fun. I love this level. Every time I do this level, I'm happy.
Oh yeah. All right, so now we're gonna be doing the last two blue rifts. One is going to be the Twilight Bell Rift, which, shockingly, we're entering the Twilight Bell for. And this level is interesting. It's pretty movement intensive, but mostly you're just praying to the goats. You don't want to hit the goats at the start. They are not nice. Shoutouts to Cheese also.
Shout out to Cheese, for sure. And, but,
No.
at least it,
Do
at
not
least it
bonk
was,
either.
at least it wasn't the goats.
Yes.
It wasn't the goat.
It was me, not the goats.
We
Right,
cannot
and-
blame the goats.
And yeah, as you can see, there's just goats everywhere, and they're terrifying because if you hit their hitboxes, they slap you straight off a cliff. They do not want you to get near.
They're pretty cute though, you know?
need to respect their personal space.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. All right, so that's the Twilight Bell Rift, and now we're going to be entering the final rift of the run, Curly Tail Trail, which is a very straightforward rift with some very cool skips in it. And we're actually going to be entering the Windmill Act to get there, and then taking a hook shot. I promise there's a zip line and a hook shot here. It's not gonna look like it. I know. Just pretend it's there. Just pretend it's there.
Pretend that it's there.
The save file's a little interesting. Just pretend it's here. It's okay.
I pretend I do not see.
The second one actually is visible though, for some reason. So we're going to take this zip line, and then we're going to DSJ down here onto this zip line. And this area over here is where the time rift is going to be, and we gotta be very careful here because there's these very annoying invisible cat enemies, and if you're not careful with your movement or slip up, they will find you and they will knock you down and they will take your hat, and you have to defeat them to get the hat back. So we're going to be climbing this here, climbing this roof, and we didn't hit any invisible cats, which is nice, but we're not out of the woods yet because this time rift also has invisible cats.
Whoa.
So we're going to be climbing a lamp right here to skip that beginning section. Then we're going to climb this pillar. And then we're just going to SDJ straight across, skipping that ice at platform entirely. Time is coming up when I grab this timepiece. And time.
Nice.
That is all Rift Space levels. Whew.
That is
Probably-
incredible.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite categories in the game, honestly. It's very underrated. And
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
that's a hat in time. Any percent and all Rift Space games. Thank you all so much for your donations. I wanted to ask, Asuka, how are we looking on 100K there?
We are, I kid you not, $321 away
Y'all gotta
from
make it happen.
100K.
Y'all gotta make it happen. We're so close. So
Yeah.
close.
So close, chat.
So close. Y'all can do this. I believe.
Smash it either now or during the next game coming up. We're so close.
Agreed. And again, thank you so much, FMOptimist. Any last shout outs?
I think I shouted out pretty much everyone I wanted to shout out, but shout outs to the Frame Fatales community. I've been like really shy in the past getting into marathon runs, and y'all really encouraged me and pushed me to get out of my comfort zone a bit, and I'm super happy I got to do all this and be a part of this donation incentive, and it's just it's been wonderful with y'all. Thank you so much.
Again, GG's, chat, get your GG's out for FMOptimist for both those Hat in Time runs, the 80% and the all-time riffs run that you donated for. Thank you so much for that generosity. And chat, we are $301 away from hitting $100,000. We can absolutely do that. Plus, we have now broken $1,000 into the Octopath Traveler 2 Galdera Super Boss Showcase. We need to hit $7,000 to unlock that. And like I said, there is a bonus, secret, awesome, really super cool bonus incentive that only gets unlocked once we unlock that Super Boss Showcase. So exclamation point donate in chat to get those donations put towards that showcase and eventually that bonus incentive. Plague Lord 238 has donated $10. Just saying, let's get 100K, y'all. And I saw that move. We are now $276 away. Oh, chat, you are being so kind and generous. Thank you so much for such an amazing cause with Malala Fund. We have $250 from Tart of Darkness, who says, thank you to all the folks who made Flame Fatales 2023 happen. Thank you so much for your kind generosity. In addition, again, this is Flame Fatales 2023 benefiting Malala Fund. And as a reminder, for what Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and read. With more than 130 million girls out of school today, Malala Fund partners with education advocates and activists who are breaking down barriers that hold girls back. So this is going to a wonderful, wonderful cause. All right, and let's get some hype. All right, I see this. Oh, chat, we are $26 away. Oh, wow. In the meantime, can we hit 100K before I finish this very lengthy donation from, I don't even get to say it anymore. Chat, guess what? We just broke $100,000. $100,063 hype. GG's, we did it. We have hit it. That is absolutely amazing, and it is all thanks to all of you. Thank you so much for your kind generosity to Malala Fund and supporting such a great cause. Perfect timing, because with that, I have a little bit of a sad announcement in that I'm done. I have hit my host percent for Flame Fatales 2023. Thank you so much for being with me for the past 2 runs and this whole week of absolutely wonderful runs and speed runners. With that, we are going to head on over to our event recap. Where will we? Oh, wow. 100K hype, and I can't talk anymore. Well, we are going to be joined by Kung Fu for Cup, Charbunny, and Broseph. So please take it away. Until